The Saskatchewan Marshals Service is a proposed provincial law enforcement agency currently under consideration by the Legislative Assembly of Saskatchewan. Its basic purpose was outlined in a speech from the throne read by the Lieutenant Governor of Saskatchewan on October 26, 2022, with the recent stabbing spree being named among the reasons the new agency was needed. The force is expected to be headquartered in Prince Albert. It is not expected to replace any existing law enforcement agencies currently operating, such as the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Events: Stabbings and manhunt. At 5:40 a.m. CST on September 4, 2022, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police was first notified of stabbings at multiple locations in the James Smith Cree Nation within Saskatchewan, a community of about 2,000 residents located 200 kilometers northeast of Saskatoon, and 300 kilometers north of Regina, and the village of 160 residents Weldon, which is about 25 kilometers from the reserve. At 7:12 a.m., the RCMP issued an emergency alert within the immediate region, advising residents to stay in secure locations and to use caution when allowing others into their homes. It also alerted citizens not to approach the suspects and instead report them to 9-1-1. At 8:20 a.m., the civil emergency was expanded to the entirety of Saskatchewan, after the suspects were found to have access to a vehicle. At the request of the Saskatchewan RCMP, the civil emergency was later expanded to the entirety of the neighboring provinces Alberta and Manitoba. Police checkpoints were established between Regina and Prince Albert. The suspect's vehicle was later spotted in Regina at 11:45 a.m. According to Saskatchewan RCMP's commanding officer Rhonda Blackmore, a motive for the stabbings is unclear. Some of the victims may have been targeted, while others appear to have been attacked randomly. Dead and injured victims were found at 13 locations. STARS air ambulances and road ambulances were dispatched to triage and transport the wounded to hospitals. The Saskatchewan Health Authority initiated a Code Orange, briefly issuing additional staff in hospitals local to the stabbings to help with the influx of patients. Discovery of suspects. At 11:30 a.m. on September 5, Damien was found dead at an existing James Smith Cree Nation crime scene. Authorities believe his injuries were not self-inflicted and that Miles may have also been injured. On the afternoon on September 7, a break-and-enter was reported in the town of Wakaw, and Miles was reportedly spotted northeast of the town, armed with a knife. An emergency alert was issued by the RCMP, warning that a man armed with a knife was last seen in Wakaw, had stolen a white Chevrolet Avalanche, and that the suspect was believed to be related to the stabbings. The stolen truck was spotted by the driver of an unmarked police vehicle driving westbound on Highway 11 towards Rosthern, and a pit maneuver was used to direct it into a ditch. The driver of the truck was identified as Miles, and he was apprehended by police at around 3:30 p.m. He surrendered and was arrested in Rosthern, Saskatchewan, before entering unspecified medical distress and dying in police custody later that day. Casualties: 12 people died, including Miles and Damien Sanderson. All were adults, aged between 23 and 78 years. A further 18 people were injured. As of September 7, 10 were hospitalized, 2 in critical condition. Several of those killed were Miles' in-laws, 2 of whom he admitted stabbing in 2015.